power like Big Chuck. What's the status, 3?
I'm good, just making the world a better place, that's all.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality. Bakushi thinks he's won the game, but he didn't count on a pinch hitter.
All is continuous vibration, always in motion. Conductor of energy, assault in the ocean. Serpent is the sine wave, polarities interwoven. A chemical sorcery, elixirs and potions. Resonant frequencies, molecular explosions. Your daily programs is heavy doses of hypnosis. People walk around blind even though their eyes are open. No time for ideological salesmen with biblical notions. That box in your room, televised lies through your vision. It doesn't matter your race, status, or religion. No longer have to beat you when your mind is locked in prison. That food is filled with toxins, it's why you can't think clear. Illusion of choice is your option while keeping all in fear. Load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here. I said load up all your weaponry, the revolution is here.
We ain't in the same place, or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
In the instant, I changed the mission with photosynthesis. Witness the synthesis, ripping endless on instruments. Feel the frequency, energy off this Hennessy synergy. Literally goals that take us to infinity. Reading articles, all is horrible. Calling audibles, I'm remarkable. I shot a fed at a carnival. Dust and particles, follicles gon' be everywhere. Heavy pair of some pistols, I shot them holding that teddy bear. Fuck the system, let's keep it simple, let's raise the temple. Make them tremble while you're going to where they all assemble. Not Avengers, I'm the Avenger, I seek the injure. Kept my temper till I stuck the hidden blade up in her. Fuck the ruler, here's what they doing to you. Poison water in the food is what you put into you. I'm the shooter with new maneuvers. Caught back to Ruger, super trooper. He is gonna need a pooper scooper. The revenge of Montezuma. Rocking my Pumas, uppercut like a Kuma, sending you straight to Luna. Cosmic verses from universes on new excursions. Emerging the virgin, I pull back the iron curtain. War leaders are war eaters, born cheaters. War sneakers, rearrange their core features. Born reaper, hurricane, the sword keeper. Form ether, burn all of the mold geezers. Up in government, parliament, bitch, I'm tarnishing arguments. Ain't no bargaining, throw a bomb in the audience. I'm the guardian, strange you all in the cardigan. Rearrange the universe, I am the artisan.
We ain't in the same place, or occupy the same space. So get the fuck out my face.
As a king, fighting the spirit of Mesa King, vibing to my queen, playing the tambourine, while I'm eating the tangerine. My plasma was replaced with gasoline, got the blood of the Elohim, manifesting through a dream, a shit you never seen. I got the eyes of Medusa, and the hands of Wolverine, astral project with my inner being. We locked in the inner ring, hoping the Anunnaki intervene. While the world is under siege, they got an abyss under the sea, living underneath. Lightning struck me standing under a tree while I was crumbling weed, and an angel swooped down, put me under her wing. Now she shields me from my desires the devil brings. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed. Say my name in vain and you will never bleed.
The Bakushi is the master of illusion. And if everyone believes the illusion, it becomes reality.
Between earth and God, I'm a byproduct. I come from a family of hustlers. That byproduct, money is the root of all evil. But I'm still trying to find a large profit. It's a mirage, they live in a facade. I was smoking thigh and had a talk with God. She told me why she named me John. I heart the scriptures to shed light on the darker picture. If you my dog, I'm barking with you. You feeling the star wisdom. My homie Chuck told me it was giants on earth before me. And chemtrails we inhale, that's another story. to disassemble a bomb. I ain't nervous.
Drake, Dragon, Draco, Draconian, land of the giants, ice wall, Patagonian, lexicon, word wizardry, speaking Babylonian, highways of the vortex, shooting out the fallopian, low vibrating light, king of the material, mark of the beast, nanotech, scanning serial, the mental dead, carried by 6 to your burial, the lights is out. No resurrection, broken power grid, no interconnection. The Grim Reaper, I'm still collecting. 6-shot, hollow tip, rubber grip, Smith & Wesson. Bitch, repent when God is in your presence. Your aura is weak, uproot your essence. I walk through darkness, highly illuminated. Eyes blazing with fire, with blades double serrated. Hunting down clowns I double hated. Hit so hard your jaw is elongated. Shatter egos like they was glass plated. This was long overdue, past dated. One shot deal, it is as is and no recreation. All praise is due to my parents for making. Always appreciate and never abated. One.
The A is the M, like the A is the E. Where earlier I said, hey, you know how somebody say, hey. It's AI. And that's the dream, like, don't people say, hey, I'm dreaming. Am I dreaming?
Of course, there's going to be noise in the background. Fucking construction people. But we'll get through it regardless. I wonder if this building's real. Anyway, we'll get into that later. I know this is real. Oh, I forgot to show this yesterday. Peace, JK. Seth Willenberg. That's Voy. No, that ain't Voy. So I'm gonna share this quick message from Brian from Here's the Deal. I'm gonna make this clear. I'm not about profiting off his fucking videos. It's about the message. Because some people on YouTube be tripping if you use their stuff or share it. I'm only sharing it because I like Brian's message and he asked people to share it. Now, the last time people asked to share it and I shared it, my shit, you know, they get it, they'll take it down. So sometimes it's confusing, but I don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll see. Because when I leave messages in his fucking chat, I already know my chat is somehow shadow banned. Every message I put, I put one thumbs up, and I could go back months, and my message still has one thumbs up. So that's either someone hid me, or as usual, YouTube is fucking blocking all my comments. So I don't know, whatever. I guess people get butthurt when you speak the truth. And I'm respectful. I don't swear in people's comments. I don't disrespect. I just be straight up. So fucking, you can usually tell when somebody blocks you in the comments or they hide you. Because everyone around you will have 950 thumbs up and you'll be the only doo-doo with fucking one. And that happens to me over there, so whatever. I really don't care if people hate me over there or don't like me, but it's about the message. I could look past all that nonsense. I look at them as ignorant, you know, whatever. I'm gonna put Brian's link to this other video in the description so people could check it out. I wanted to play that one, but it's an hour long, and you know, but well, I'll put it in the comment section after the live stream ends, so people can check Brian's channel out. He has 3 of them, but I'm only gonna put 1 link. And after this video, I'm gonna open up the panel.
When I see posts like this, I just feel like I just need to make a video and get this out there, even if very few people will ever see it. And if you watch it all the way through, like it and share it, more people will see it. I don't see how it can be any more obvious what's going on. When a famous person or a well-connected or super wealthy person like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos or Ellison, any one of these people, whenever they make a statement, it's amazing how many lemmings come out of the woodwork and just applaud like seals. I know it's kind of like a cliche, but that's what they do. They just clap like frickin' clownish seals in a sideshow, as if what this person said was so freaking profound and so damn right. Elon Musk just posted 2 hours ago. It's already got 21 million views. 21 million views for a 2-hour-old post. Just think about the influence. If they are willing to die to assassinate, talking about whoever was behind the latest Trump assassination at the Hilton Hotel in Washington during the correspondence dinner, imagine what they will do if they gain political power. If they gain. First of all, who is they? Why don't you identify them, Elon? You never identify who they are. And why are you standing there, sitting there, posting there, pretending like they don't already control everything? The Federal Reserve controls the issuance and value of the currency, the reserved currency of the world. How powerful is the Federal Reserve? How powerful is the Treasury, the IRS, the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, which is basically the central bank of central banks? They already own everything. If they own the issuance and value of our frickin' fiat Federal Reserve note currency and all the currencies around the world, then they own the value of your time and labor, the time and labor of the electrician, of the plumber, of the assembly line worker, of the housekeeper, of the governor, of the vice president, of the president of the United States. They own the time and labor. So that means that if they own your time and they own your labor and they own the time and labor of every single human being, then they hold all the cards, and they are the ones who are in control. And you can't vote them in and you can't vote them out because they're always there. Like somebody once said, doesn't matter who the people vote for, every vote is a vote for us. Why? Because they own both sides. So you got the Democrats saying, man, we need the Democrat Party in. We need them to come to power because they're the party of the working class. And the Republicans are like, we can't let the Democrats win. Democrats are, we can't let the Republicans win. So we've got this childish, super childish, easy to understand dog and pony show that these people keep promoting and propagandizing about. It makes me literally want to pull my hair out that people still believe this shallow, surface level illusion of choice that politics constantly gives you. When the Republicans are in power, Americans lose. When the Democrats are in power, Americans lose. How do we lose? Because whether it's Democrat or Republican, they create more laws. And what does more laws result in? It results in less freedom and less money and less value of the money you already have. Do you realize they're stealing the value of your dollars as they sit in your safe or under your mattress or in your bank account? They're stealing it by inflating the currency. They're stealing it by wasting the currency. They're stealing it by transferring wealth from you to them. That's what the Convid 1984 by George Orwell thing was. It was the most massive power and wealth transfer in the history of the world, let alone the history of the United States. Did you benefit during Convid 1984 by George Orwell? How many businesses closed down during Convid 1984? How many Americans suffered and are still suffering greatly? We're still suffering from the inflation effects of that. They transferred in one signature, with one signature, Donald Trump's signature, and Biden did it a couple years later. But with one signature, Donald Trump transferred $6.2 trillion from working class people to people who didn't work for it, from the parasitic class, the defense contractor class, the big pharma industrial complex class, the big oil class, to the lobbyist or persuader class in Washington's District of Criminals. So you've got Elon Musk posting this, and I love this right here because this is a perfect meme and a perfect illustration of what's actually going on. Left or right, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the tunnel, they both merge and you're being led to the slaughterhouse. This is what's going on. This is what has been going on. And then you've got pro two-party politics, uniparty politics platforms and accounts like Wall Street Apes, who says, as soon as Democrats get power, free speech is over. X will be banned. The border will be open. They'll import so many illegals, they'll never lose another election, and America's over. This is the only outcome. Mass arrests of conservatives will definitely happen. Mass arrests of conservative or liberal is going to happen anyway, because the Palantir tech bros are getting together with Flock Security, merging their networks, and they're surveilling us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in thousands of cities all across America and the world. Brian Krasenstein, pro-Democrat, says, can you remind me how many plots there were to assassinate Barack Obama? I call him Barack Obama because he bombed so many people. He launched so many missiles. He blew apart and killed so many families, innocent families. And they call it collateral damage. Gunter Eagleman, one of the propagandists, one of the premier propagandists for the X platform, says exactly, talking about, he's responding to Elon Musk's post. If they're willing to die trying to assassinate a sitting president in public, imagine the tyranny they'd unleash if they ever regain full power. I know these guys know. The full power is grasped by the people behind the scenes who control the RNC, who control the DNC, who control the corporate structure that makes up the RNC and the DNC, and every political pundit and parasite that's a part of that. No guardrails, no elections, no mercy. What about get rid of the IRS, the income tax? Why doesn't Trump do it? Why didn't Obama do it? Why didn't the Bushes do it? Why didn't Clinton do it? Because they're not. Why didn't Biden do it? Because they're not on your side. You would know if a president was on your side when he goes, you know what? This property tax, I'm making an executive order right now. You, not one American is obligated to pay any property tax. And if anybody makes you pay property tax, that person is committing a crime and will be jailed. You ever going to hear anything like that? Are you ever going to hear him say, I'm going to get the domestic terror cell known as the IRS off your backs?
Nope, you'll never hear that. Brian's hitting it right on the head, man. His arguments be on point. His message is on point. And it's sad that people just don't fucking get it. I'm going to play the last 4 minutes.
IRS off your backs. You will never have to worry one more day in your life. And if any organization ever springs up in place of it to do what they did, they will be jailed publicly. There will be public trials and there will be public hangings for people who do that kind of thing. We're getting rid of income tax. Keep 100% of everything you earn. Pour back into the economy. Feed your families. Says no guardrails, no election, no mercy. This isn't rhetoric. It's a preview. Utter BS. Tony, who's decidedly a rightist, and it's not even close. We're witnessing the most corrupt, anti-American, godless, and criminal Democrat Party in American history. They're all godless. They're all criminal. They're all perverts. They're all covering for pedos. Right. Yeah, they're going to throw you bones every now and then. They're going to throw you some breadcrumbs. They're going to make it look like they're virtuous. But they're far from virtuous. 44% of those who are very liberal believe, quote, violence is often necessary to create social change. Well, the Trump administration believes that. He's trying to create social change in the Middle East by bombing and threatening innocent Iranians. There's 91 million of those people, and he's willing to put the lives of every one of them online, while the propaganda machine called Fox News says that the Iranians are in the streets begging for Donald Trump to continue bombing. This is how idiotic this whole thing has become. Natalie Danielson says, please stay safe to Elon Musk. Don't worry, Natalie. Elon will be safe. Elon is a golden child. He's the biggest welfare queen America has ever known. Mays, who is another heavy hitter influencer, says to Elon Musk, they would have absolutely tried to take you out if you stayed heavily involved in politics. People forget how bad it had gotten. They were firebombing Tesla dealerships and protesters were calling for your death. This was all part of the propaganda gristmill. Those people who are protesting, they don't know what the frick's going on either. They do. You know, these people at the No Kings rallies, they want a king. They just don't want Donald Trump to be their king. They're part of the problem just as much as Donald Trump's administration is part of the problem, just as much as Joe Biden and his administration was a part of the problem. Vince Langman, this country will be lost forever if they, the Democrats, gain control of all three branches of government again. Guess who has control over all three branches of government and has had control since 1913? The Federal Reserve. Who's over the Federal Reserve? The BIS, the Bank for International Settlements, the bank, the central bank of central banks. This is what is making the world go round. This is what is making politicians do what they do, write the laws that they wrote, steal the money that they are stealing and will continue to steal. This is what allows wars and the blowing apart and the destruction of families and regions and the plundering of resources and the building of the military and prison industrial complex. It's what upholds the drug war, a war on drugs, which isn't really a war on inanimate object drugs. It's a war on the people. This is what makes it go around. Until you put the axe at the root of this tree right here, you will not see change. You will not see revolution, and you will continue to try to put out the fire by aiming your squirt gun at the top of the flames instead of the base of the fire, causing it to burn. Bingo, the left is already screaming for our executions. No imagination needed for what they'll unleash when Democrats regain power. Why would you ever, if you're that much against Democrats, why would you ever cooperate with them? Why would you ever consent to them? Why would you ever comply with any of their laws? If you know they're that evil, and if they do gain the three branches of government, then all you would do is get with your buddies and simply not comply. And that's what you should do with every single administration, because they all work for the Federal Reserve. They all work for the corporate elitists. They all work for their banking masters. They're all puppets, and we need to just face the music and cut our ties with every one of them. How do we do it? We create acceptable alternative currency units. We grow our own food. We build our own communities. We engage in civil disobedience. And I love it when people like this, look, it's not even a big account. People like this call out the BS. You flip sides so many times I can't keep up. What'd they do to you to make you delete this? And then she posts, Elon Musk post from back on June 5th, 2025, not too long ago. Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. 97 million views. And he follows it up with, mark this post for the future. The truth will come out. And I love the fact that somebody who has so few followers on the X platform has so many views on this post, because it needs to be seen by everybody. It needs to be understood and internalized by everyone. Because they're immersed in the cult of personality, a propagandized society embraces with open arms the welfare queen technocrats like Elon Musk, Alex Karp, Peter Thiel, and Larry Ellison, because they are truly brainwashed, and the rain that's falling on their heads is really their government that claims to care about them pissing all over them. And no, Matt, you can't pass enough bills and you can't vote yourself out of this pedophile controlled matrix. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. I do read as many of them as I can. Please be sure to share this video, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let's figure out ways to stick together and change our world for the better while we're still here. I'll see you in the next one.
Well, he nailed that one. That's why I fucks with Brian's channels. To be honest, he could have been a fucking lawyer. Like, when he shows some of the police videos, not only does he like just sit there and he don't just sit there and talk shit about the police and disagree what they're doing. He presents law. You know, he presents a great argument. Because there's people that just sit there and talk shit about the police and blah, blah, blah. But this dude has a presentation like he's taking them to court. And, like I seen a video he put out yesterday where someone called the cops for an alleged drunk driver, a DUI. And there's some guy in a white car at this gas station. So the police roll up, jump out the fucking car, run up to the car. They're screaming at the guy to get out the car, and they just start punching him in his face right away and tasing him. Like, this is the shit people got to deal with tyrants. Like, it seems every single cop's a fucking tyrant. You know, they always escalate. They're so hyped up to shoot somebody or beat someone down. I think that's the number one problem in America is the politics and the police, man. The police are a big fucking problem. And they're preparing for something. Because, like I said, man, they're training these cops month in and month out. I see new cops jogging. They train like the military here. And I see that I'm gonna go over there probably this weekend. I want to I could see from a distance they're adding on to this police station. I want to know what they're adding on to it. Is it a prison? It makes me wonder. You know, maybe it's they're adding on some big training facility. But anyway, Jay Hyten brought up a good point yesterday with the flat earth stuff, and I always overlooked about the rockets. He said, how come when NASA's rockets take off, they don't spin? And I was like, damn, that's a good fucking point. And then Max chimed in and said, they act more like a balloon. Bingo! Now I've seen a video, I tried to find this fucking video where someone was pointing out when it was windy out and the NASA, whatever you want to call it, rocket was sitting at the launch pad and it was windy out. The fucking thing was waving left and right. Now, if that was a big metal, steel, whatever rocket, it wouldn't be waving left and right. But I can't find that video. I've looked and looked. They're already getting ready to prepare for Artemis 3. They said, since Artemis 2 mission was so good, we're preparing for Artemis 3. Like, oh my God, man. It's just mind-blowing to me that it's like the programming in this country keeps adults in a child mind state. Like, I've said, NASA always shows cartoons. And someone said to me, well, Chuck, you always show cosmology cartoons. And I go, yeah, I'm showing drawings from the past. But see, what I can do is I can pull up actual balloon footage. Now, I know people argue with me and say, you know, oh, it's not high enough. Well, how fucking high do we need to go? I mean, fuck. This is high as ever. You know how many miles that is we're looking at? If this was clear and there wasn't all this fog or chemtrail, you'd be looking at hundreds of miles. And 360, I've taken with this one right here. The camera was spinning slowly, and I took this picture. Then when it spun, I stopped it right at where it'd be at the end over here to the left. I took another picture until it spun all the way around. I got each picture and I could line them up and it would be a straight 360 degree. You know, I wouldn't be able to put it in a circle, but if I line it up, it would be the 360 degree. And it looks like this. You know, how high do we need to go? Now, how high do these rockets go? Because they always curve. They don't want to hit that firmament or whatever's up there. There's some barrier up there of some sort. You know, all this stuff's very interesting to me. I mean, I wonder where this was. This balloon. It's very reminiscent of the Purge movie. Huh. Yeah, I had this picture of these buildings. I forgot what city these buildings are in. I think this is Chicago. But look at these massive buildings, man. These things been here for a minute. They try to say they're fairly new. America used to be so great and packed with architecture. You know, everything they tell us is a lie, man. Look at this building. And Indians were here in teepees. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, and I was running around in my tidy whities back in 1890s, living in teepees. I'm fucking around. Man, I got to get these pictures of Michigan. Oh, yeah, let me drop the link. I have to get these pictures of Michigan. Hopefully Jay Hyten will come in here. I'm going to see what I could find. I was looking into NASA and all the helium they consume. And oxygen, because they're always under the ocean, too, with that. That's another thing. I personally think why they got everyone looking up, these rockets that are going out, they might be delivering something to the ocean or the outer lands. Or, you know, I personally think while they got everyone looking at bullshit space, the real space is under the water you want to go to. I bet you they're, you know, because look at the spacesuits. They wear them shits underwater. you know? those missing scientists. Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know why they would go missing. What's the big deal? People are bringing up that a scientist, this woman, made free energy devices. There's nothing new about that. That stuff's so fucking old, it's unbelievable. Free energy's on the fucking Egyptian pyramids. And we don't even know how old them are. From some of my research, I think Egypt pyramids are fairly new compared to like Mexico and the ones that are still buried in like Russia, the United States. Got shit that's old that's been buried or probably blown up or tampered with. Like if you look into Old World Michigan, man, it's unbelievable. Old World Chicago, Old World New York, man. Yeah, that Trump bullshit. People are really falling for that again. That Trump bullshit. You know, somebody brought up a good point when the incident happened. They grabbed the vice president first and left Trump sitting there. That's how you know it's a load of bullshit, man. And I think it's They Live Truth or something. I forgot the name of his channel. I always fuck it up. But I knew he was gonna jump all over. He did a good job decoding it. And yeah, there's cameramen capturing pictures everywhere, just like the Pennsylvania bullshit, man. If there was such a safety concern, you wouldn't have camera people everywhere taking pictures. The camera people would be fucking running for their life. That's how you know it's a crock of shit. A school teacher from California. Get the fuck out of here. He just woke up one day and said, I'm tired of these paychecks. Data centers up in my electric bill. The more they do things like that, it makes them look dumb, yo. The more incidents they create, makes them look fucking dumb. Imagine that was real, though. They'd leave Trump out for dead, huh? They was like, we got you, Vance, and left Trump sitting there in the open. I wouldn't doubt if they want to get Trump out of there, but I don't know why. Damn, that place burned quick. Bitty bitty bing bongies. Fucking bored, man. Maybe I will do this. Alright, let's see. Let's have a little fun here. Alright. Oh, I have to pull the keyboard out. Son of a bitch. Voila. What? Man, nobody don't want this shit. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on with these fucking... What? Oh, okay. Bing bong. Trying to hook this up on my computer so I can share the screen. Damn, what happened? Damn, how did that happen? How did my fucking screen change like that? Well, we'll see. I like the fact that the screen is huge on this TV. Trying to think what to look up. I want to find out what's the highest balloon that was ever sent up. Anyone who wants to come up, you're more than welcome to. There's Jay Hyden reading balloon rockets at 5:50. Yeah, I was speaking on what you had brought up, Jay Hyden, about rockets not spinning. They act more like balloons. And we know NASA is the #1 consumer of helium. Come on, why did it do this? Alright. You know what sucks? That I gotta fucking open up the laptop to type. And then it turns the screen off. That's what sucks. I gotta figure out how to type without opening up the laptop. Hold on. Hi, Puma. Huh. Wu-Tang Killer Visa. What the hell? Going on here? Oh. What's up, Puma? Where's the link? Let's see. I have to go to YouTube and get it. Hold on. I know what to do. I'll do it on my phone. Puma, I'm busy, mama. Relax. I know. Don't get mad.
See, this is why I just can't trust them shit. Look at this. That's my car. 20. So we're really supposed to believe this thing. This flying speck outweighs.
Yeah. Alright, let's see now. My cat is so what's the word I'm looking for? She demands like attention. She'd be like, "You're gonna give me attention now, or there's gonna be problems." The link. What? What the fuck? Did I do that stupid shit? What the fizzle, bizzle? You fucking kidding me? Of course I did that. Fucking of course, man. Yeah, see? I got this link. Boom. I copied the fucking link and I put it here. What's up, Puma? You're demanding attention, eh? Alright, this should fucking break down. What in God's name is going? Oh, I got the wrong fucking link. It's this one. No, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Be here for an hour for a 40-minute video? You fucking kidding me? Fuck this cunt. How about you look at my ex? There you go. See you later. You're done. I hate hotspots, man. I really fucking do. Yeah, back to the live stream here. I hate fucking hotspots because it don't let me play these videos good. I try to play these videos, man, and they start buffering forever and ever and ever. It pisses me off. I don't know what the point of hotspot is. They only give me like a little bit of high speed with my unlimited everything. But it's still getting ripped off. I have unlimited everything, but they're still controlling the speed to make me spend more money, which I won't. I refuse to. I need some soda. No. I wanted to play that video too. It had exactly what I wanted to talk about. What's up, D. Allen Morton? Peace. Peace to Allen Morton. Peace to Foods and Tools. Peace to Jay Heighton. And everybody in the chat. Yeah, I think Brian has one of the best channels out there that speak on police and the tyranny. And a lot of people like that want to do things in peace, and I get it. But sometimes, aggravation builds up. And there's one language everybody understands, and that is violence. And I'm not talking like serial killer violence. I'm talking like just fist fighting. But then that even leads to someone pulling a weapon out because they can't take a loss. And then when Bino blah blah blah. What the anyway, let's see. I out to 90 130 kilometers? What's that? Terrible. Kilometer, a mile. Huh. Huh. Oh, wow. Roboting? My bad. It's because I'm trying to find videos and I'm moving the mouse. What? Do it this way. Let's see. Can I do one at a time? What? That's fucking ridiculous. Oh. I can't zoom in? Yo, what the fuck, man? Fucking thing only lets me put one fucking picture at a clip. What's this? New studio. My phone's better. Come on. Alright, my bad. I was watching some of that video, Jay High, and the guy said we're supposed to believe that spaceship's taking off is made with PVC pipe. That's hilarious. They're already set to do Artemis 3. I read a short article on the way home on the bus, and it said, since Artemis 2 did so well, we're going to go to Artemis 3. I hope NASA loses all their funding. I hope people wake up and stop feeding their lies. Like, common sense destroyed a lot of things for this ball that's flying in space. Do. What's good, DJ Graves? I tried those beats out there. I went there and they were gone. I might have took too long. Oh yeah, NASA owes the people. But the problem is, I think we're outnumbered. Like, I know people that come to my channel that, think we're on a ball and stuff, and that's fine. We might disagree on that, but we agree on a lot of other things. Like, I love flat Earth, and I'm always been interested in cosmology and the ancestors, but for me, I've always been a fight the power type person. But flat Earth has led me to a lot more realizing we're being lied to about so much. Like, I used to question a lot of these things in school, but I didn't have the resources to really. I used to sit there and look at that globe and be like, there's no way, there's no way Australian people are upside down, man. There's no fucking way. But like, I told my friend about the globe one day. Because he goes to Puerto Rico all the time. And I said, look, one day get a globe and look where Puerto Rico is. And I told him, when you're flying, now it don't matter how big a ball is, you're still going to come around that part that, and I said, does, the plane dip around a curve? Or do you fly straight there over flat land? And he's like, we fly straight there over flat land. And I'm like, see? And my friend was like, I never thought of that, man. I never looked at it that way. So much stuff proves, like missiles, lasers, gyroscopes, on and on, man. I like somebody took a table and they were putting hills of dirt and rocks and they made like a pond and all this stuff just to make a point that, yeah, the earth might not be perfectly level, but it is flat and it has hills, valleys, and caves and all this stuff. But I think we're inside of the cosmic egg. I just want to find out if we're domed in, because my theory is that there's just so much land that is being hidden from us. That's why the Antarctic Treaty came into play, and that's why they like I said earlier, they keep track of where everybody goes through fucking flight logs and what's that thing called, passports and all this bullshit, man. How about the Asian kid who landed in Antarctica? Hopefully that young man's all right, and they don't try to like take him out or something. Like if someone took the Antarctic continent there, if you want to call it, and what they did was they took one part of it and they lined the base up on the Gleason map, and they slowly, took every base on the Gleason map, and it went exactly around in a 360-degree circle when you unravel Antarctica. That would be a good video to make. And as much as they lie, man, they keep pumping shit out, man. It's crazy. As much as we blow them up and tear down their fucking garbage, they still have the balls to put shit out, knowing we're going to tear it down in seconds. We deflected all their garbage lies. Same thing with Trump. What is this, number 5 now? Well, like, who are they trying to implement more laws? I think they're doing a lot of this on purpose too, because people talk about revolution and getting sick and tired of the fucking government and shit. We do need a revolution. No, I'm not saying a war revolution, but we need a revolution, man. These motherfuckers are gonna run our country into the ground. We're gonna have no good planting soil with all these data centers if we don't do something quick. I always thought the government represented our country and we told them what to do. It don't look like that anymore. They need a swift kick in the fucking jawbone. That's what they need. I bet you Trump's like some 22-year-old guy with a fucking bodysuit on. So I went. Keep getting booted out. What time is it? It's only an hour and a half. How can I entertain everybody's membrane? Damn, I really wanted to show anyway. Look at this fucking picture I found of X. I mean, look at that fucking crowd. Because I know Wu-Tang was at the same concert. Because I remember Wu-Tang had a disc that came with the CD. I forgot which album it was. I think it was Iron Flag or no. I think it was a double album. You could put it into the computer. And when you put the disc in your computer, see, Wu-Tang was one of the first musicians to do this. Just like Wu-Tang was the first to have a clothing line for hip-hop. They were the first to have a video game before 50 Cent and all of them. Wu-Tang had a video game. They paved the road for a lot. But anyway, you put it in a computer and you could go to the Wu Mansion and unlock songs and I forgot what else, but I don't remember if the videos was in here. I know in the Jizza album, I think it was his second album. Well, it's really his third because he had one with Coachella Records, but Jizza's second Wu album. What's the name of it? Beneath the Surface. You put that in a computer and you could edit your own Jizza video. That was pretty dope. I really don't know of any other artist that was doing stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there's other Wu discs you could put in, but I just don't know. And another thing RZA was famous for is hidden tracks. I forgot what album it was. I'm known for skipping tracks. And I think it was the W. I don't remember what album it was. But the point is, one day I was listening to it at this girl's house, and the song came on at the end of the album. And I'm like, where the hell did you get this version? She said it's the regular album. It was a fucking hidden track at the end. And I never listened really to the end. I would always flip past that part. But the RZA loved putting hidden tracks on albums. Like, if you listen to the W at the end, like, it'd be like the song will end and some track will play that's not even on the list. But anyway, who cares about that shit, right? Here's these pictures of the road now. You could see the bricks. And I've done research digging in. The Mac bricks that I got could be 180 years old. So that's a crazy thing. I'm gonna go outside. I gotta get that brick. I found one brick intact and I pulled it out. All the other ones are broken. They're either cut in half from the machine. I found history on the yard it came from in Connecticut. There's some old pictures, but they suck. Let's see, where'd it go? This guy's got a picture of Trump with a bullet going by his head. Get the fuck out of here, man. Gotta be kidding me. Yo, what the fuck is going on here? Here's one. What's up, DJ Graves?
What's up, Charles?
Chilling. Yeah, I went to try them beats. I think I went too late because I know you post stuff and you'll take it down quick.
Yeah, this is because I'm trying to get with the times, man. Like I know, like the beats, like you fuck with the old 3-6 style beats. And I'm trying to get with the times now. You know what I'm saying?
I pretty much rhyme on anything, but there's something that I hear. There's some new thing on beats where people are making beats with no drums in it. You heard about that, or you heard any of them beats? That's crazy.
I can't stand those beats. To be honest with you, beats the whole
Me neither.
thing with rap music is like you need drums, man.
Right.
What brings the rhythm out?
Alchemist and what's that dude's name? It was Alchemist, and they made a whole album like that. I was like, man, I don't know. It just sounds naked, the beat, to me. It's like it's missing life. It has no heartbeat.
You know what they do on those beats a lot? They do spoken word. And it's not really like rap. It's kind of almost like a rap speech, like a rhyming speech that they do over the music with the drumless style beats.
Yeah, I don't like it myself either.
I don't like it either.
Like,
it's too much. You know,
it's like lifeless. There's no heartbeat.
The real rap heads, the real rap heads, they're into that shit. But those are like the people that they're obsessed with the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I don't know. I think just my opinion from listening to hip hop from 93. My first album I ever heard was Gravediggers, and the first Wu album was no, that's not true. I think it was MC Hammer and Kid and Play and stuff too. But my first was the Gravediggers. That's when I said, man, the lyrics, the beats.
You know what my first rap album was, bro? It was Lil White, Doubt Me Now.
Lil White, I remember him when he came out.
Yep, that was my first rap album that I ever owned. And
didn't he get put out by 3-6 Mafia?
Yeah. You know who got it for me? My older brother.
I used to laugh at that name, Lil White. And then when I heard him, I was like, wow, this dude got skills.
I mean, he does have skills. He is a skilled rapper, but you got to understand, he came from like a gangster background, I think. I don't know. He could be a fake gangster, but he raps like a gangster. I can tell you that much.
No, I think he's probably official, especially if he's with 3-6. But yeah, then there's the business side too. So it's kind of like.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a business thing. I mean, I heard him tell stories about his life, and he's kind of like he's like half a street dude, half not a street dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that 3-6 Mafia beat you make. All your beats are dope.
Yeah. I got more into like the newer style though now. If you hear my beats that are posted up now, that it's like It's like the new school. Because I'm trying to make money off of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't blame you. It takes what's the fastest you can make a beat? Like sometimes I used to watch my friend make beats, and sometimes, man, it would take a day.
It all depends, man. Sometimes it takes me a half an hour. Sometimes it takes me 2 whole hours to make a beat. And plus, I gotta go back and like go through it with a fine-tooth comb, and like make sure everything's all good in it. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's some people like the RZA, he layers his beats with all sorts of sound effects, and it depends, you know. Like, you know, you got your DJ Premier beats where he pieces them together pretty quick.
Yeah. I tell you one thing though, the rap game nowadays, they got soft, bro. They did.
And they're lost. A lot
They are
of the
lost.
youth.
A lot of them are addicted to drugs. It's kind of like, you know how like rock and roll artists would get addicted to drugs? That's what happened to rappers now. You know? And
then I know when I listen to hip hop, there is a message like Wu-Tang and even Mobb Deep, even though Mobb Deep was pretty grimy, Prodigy would plant seeds in his rhymes. There's always a message behind it all. And now it seems it's all about self-destruction. They're promoting killing each other. Because hip hop to me used to be about unity. You know, people would come together. Now it's just about drill rap and killing each other and just self-destruction all around.
It really even ain't about the music no more, man. It's more or less about what the rappers are doing. You know?
That's true. A lot of them don't take time in their craft either.
Nah, the music is sloppy.
Like when I listen to albums from the 90s, like everything counts in the rhymes. They're ad-libs, you know, like the background sounds, fucking everything.
Now, I tell you one thing, the world is fucked up nowadays, bro. People are fucked up.
That's very true. I think America is going to become a third world country very soon. The way
I don't know
things
about
are
very
looking.
soon. I would say in the next 20 years. I could see that happening. It's going to take about 20 years.
I just don't want to live like China. You seen where they got to register their kitchen knives? That's fucking crazy, man.
I don't think I don't think we're going to live like China though, because China is so densely populated. It ain't going to be like that in America.
Imagine that you got to register your forks and your kitchen knives.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm about to use that beat too. That Mobb Deep type beat you made. Definitely gonna use that.
I don't even. That shit's long gone, bro. I deleted it. It's gone forever.
No, I got it.
I'm glad you have it, bro.
Yeah, I downloaded it. Like if I want a beat, I'll just copy the link and convert it, the file.
Hell yeah.
But instead of downloading it through YouTube, because they want you to pay fucking money.
I've made so many beats, bro. I'm dead serious. I probably made, I would say at least, it's in the hundreds. Like I would say like 700 to 800 beats I've made.
You should like, I listened to this guy, I forgot it, Stu Banger. What he does is he puts little clips of his beat, but he'll put like sound effects so people can't download them, and it'll be like Stu Banger or some shit, so people can't download it and loop it. And then he sells his beats like that. He'll put like little samples of the beat, and I don't know. I think you gotta like direct message him on Instagram or something. I don't know. His beats are like $200-300.
I got
Maybe
a
more.
tag on my beats. As of recent, I got a tag on my beats. I had my friend Jake. He went in the mic and he said DJ motherfucker. That's my tag.
It's a dope name, though. DJ Graves.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, underground sound.
Right. But you're gonna know from now on. You're gonna know it's a DJ Graves beat if in the beginning it says DJ motherfucker.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll listen to a beat and then I go back and it's gone. But
yeah,
that's kind of smart.
I mean, some of them I sold
I figured
quite
that.
a few of them.
That's why I have another beat that I download. I just listen to it. I don't, I freestyle to it and shit, but I'm not going to like make a song with it because you probably sold it. But the beat is so fucking tough that this beat right here. This one right here.
I probably didn't sell it. Which one is it?
This one right here.
Oh, this one I never sold.
This is fucking woo. It's some heat right here.
I'm not bad.
That shit bumps too. Man, what happened?
Got the project for this.
That beat is
still got the project
to
that. I still got the project to that. So you know something? I feel like the bass might be a little too loud in that beat.
Nah, with the headphones, that shit to me it bumps. I like it, but yeah, when I heard that beat, I almost fucking ran around the block.
Yeah, it's that old 3 6 Mafia sound.
I'm surprised Hurricane don't use more of your beats.
I haven't been sending it to him. To be honest with you, I started charging for my beats, so I don't want to send him on my beats. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have him rap on my beats, but he's got to buy them now, bro. I'm not just going to give them away. I work hard on making them beats, bro. Blood, sweat, and tears go into making them beats, bro.
No, I hear you. Just like it's like writing a rhyme. You're expressing yourself through your beats. It's the same thing.
You know, when I made that beat, I was high. I smoked a shit ton of weed when I made that beat. That's why it came out so nice.
That beat is super fire. I just be listening to it. I write to it.
It's weird.
Even to just listen to it, it's fucking that fire, man.
Yeah, it's a nice beat. You know, it's weird though, because when I smoke weed, I get kind of paranoid, and I get like paranoid.
You overthink?
Yeah, I overthink shit. But the piano is like when I play the piano, it's like a teddy bear. You know, it comforts me.
I always overthink my rhymes. People be like, "Man, you just fucking go with it." I'm always like, "Nah, I don't like this or I don't like that." Ghostface had that problem. He was in the interview. He was like, he said he overthinks his rhymes. Sometimes his albums take months and months because he's constantly like erasing shit and overthinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I do though. I'm a big fan of the 3 6 Mafia, man.
Yeah,
their
they
music
do.
is
They have
crazy.
good music,
It's so
even
different,
though
you know. It's so different
they
from all the
worship
other
the
rap
devil.
genres.
But
You think they really worship the devil? I don't know. Do you really think they do that?
it don't matter. Like, I've looked into that religion too. I mean, if you look into Satan, you know, people confuse Satan and Lucifer. They put them together, but they're two totally different things. But even if you look at like the serpent or Satan, that was Jesus. They're one and the same. The serpent on the tree, the serpent on the cross, that was Jesus. Before they put Jesus on the cross, there was a serpent, symbolizing the energy in your spine.
You're talking
But
about
yeah,
the hospital symbol.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
There's
to
nothing
be honest
wrong
with
with
you,
the serpent.
I believe in Jesus and stuff. I do. I think he's God. But I don't know. Devil shit's kind of cool though. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It can be really fucked up because I mean, not for nothing. The devil only wants to hurt. He doesn't want to do anything good for anybody.
That's what they say though. But when I look into the Bible, the only one that be hurting people is the so-called God in that book. In the book, I never seen the devil kill no one or do anything really evil. It's God who'll be destroying everything in there. And they do say he's a jealous God too. And sometimes I wonder about these books.
Yeah,
Like,
but
who
if you
are
read
these
the Bible, you're
gods?
going to
You
learn that
know?
God wants what's best for us. He wants us to enjoy our lives. The devil don't want us to enjoy our lives.
I think we have God and devil within all of us. You know, like when we think evil thoughts are negative and shit, that would be considered the devil. Like, in my opinion, that's just me. I respect. One thing I've learned in life is everyone has their own viewpoints when it comes to religion. I've noticed, like, so I don't like people see things different. I respect it.
Well, hold on, bro. I'm getting a call. I might have to dip out, bro.
All right.
Yo, I'll catch up with you next time, though. Next time you're live.
All right.
All right, yo.
Peace
out, man. How do I get out of this?
Yeah, everyone has their own viewpoints. I try to respect everyone. But me personally, I don't think there's no devil or God orchestrating no God in the sky or none of that. Everything's within you. That's how I see it. That's how I see it through experience. Yeah, God is devil. I mean, God. You know, that's how I've always looked at the Bible, man. When I would break it down, I'd be like, damn, you know, he talks so bad about Satan. Not that I'm a Satanist or anything, but. And then you look at the Bible, and it'd be God like firebombing cities and shit with children and women. So, you know, but anyway. I think we're all God. That's how I see it. Because God, like, in the churches, they make God like this, like a superhero. Like he just snapped his fingers. There's a lot of contradictions in the Bible too. There's a lot of good stuff in the Bible. There's a lot of good stuff in many books. But at the end of the day, man, the real answers are within yourself. Whatever God might be, like, you know, that whole word God, even in the Bible it says we're God. And the only temple this God dwells in is you. And I think God is the energy that's within everything. Because if the energy ceased to exist within you, you drop dead. You fall to the ground. You can't operate no more. What's up, Hurricane? That's how I see it. God isn't some guy in the clouds or sitting on a throne up in the stars. And if I was ever wrong about that, I would accept it. But we definitely have some sort of higher self, that voice in our mind. At least for me, that voice in my mind looked out for me many times. When I would go to do some criminal shit or something dumb, and I'd be mapping it out, my inner voice would be like, nah, don't do that. And when I listened, my inner voice would be 100% right. And the times I didn't listen, my inner voice is 100% right. It's crazy. You ever do something, and your inner voice would be like, nah, don't do that. And you do it anyway, and you're like, damn, I should have listened. I know many people had to go through that. Yeah, I wanted to play your new track today, man. And that new track is tough, man. I like it. And I just had a million things on my mind. DJ Graves is just up here. Yeah, DJ Graves makes some dope beats, man. So does Phenom 1 Productions. He put out a beat today, I think it was, Phenom and Phenom Rogue. And I asked him, man, can I write something to it? That beat was tough. I was on the bus, like, rhyming to myself. I was like, man, this beat is dope. I just don't want to take it and fucking use it without his permission. That ain't right. Man, Hurricane, I need to fucking start getting my shit in gear with my music, man. There's no excuses. I just got a lot on my mind. I got a lot of shit coming up in life. I'm thinking, do I want to stay in Connecticut? Do I want to move to Florida? Do I want to, I don't know what the fuck. I gotta figure something out. It's not easy to just get up and leave to another state. Plus, you gotta have at least some $8,000. You gotta have something. You can't just get up and fucking bounce with fucking. Yeah, I think I left on the Phenom Rogue in his comments. I said Hurricane and you have a chemistry, man. When you rap on Phenom's beats, man, it's fucking immaculate. Both of y'all should make an entire album together. Even though you probably already have damn near that. But you know how like the RZA, he made Liquid Swords, or no, more like Cuban Only Built for Cuban Links is like a book. That shit was like Iron Man, and it was kind of like a book. Wu's albums to me always remind me of like a book. Like Beneath the Surface, make an album like a book with the interludes. Be like a fucking, like a digital book. That would be fire. Get some dope artwork for the album cover. You know, Raekwon put out another. He put out the purple tape again. Whoever got one of the original purple tapes, I used to have one, man. And when I moved, that shit got lost. Whoever's got an original purple tape, I'm talking the one that came out when it came out that day, like one of the originals. If someone got one of those wrapped in plastic, oh man, yo, that's an ill collector item. Music does calm the savage beast. Me writing calms my inner beast. Like if I didn't write or even come out here and spew out, you know, talk shit and stuff, I would explode like a volcano after a while. Because these police and politicians be having me fired up, man. I be wanting to drop kick one of those motherfuckers. You know what's crazy? I seen a video of New York Police Department. They were in Times Square. There's about 10,000 people. They pulled a dude out the car and slammed his face against the car door. There's about 4 cops and 10,000 people. And they all were pulling their phones out, recording while the cops were beating this dude's ass. And nobody did nothing. If that was the 90s, people, man, we would have stomped those cops into the fucking pavement. People are soft nowadays, so they'll stand there and watch the police beat their friend into pulp. And it's crazy too how cops got qualified immunity, and they could get away with anything. And they'll kill your mother, and they won't do no time in jail. I see it time and time again where these cops will kill people, and they don't even go to prison. It's a fucking joke. I have a space outside my house. Where's that? $500-600 a month. That's a fucking steal compared to here in Connecticut. Believe it or not, when I was growing up in the 90s, rent was that cheap in Connecticut, man. And there were some nice places for that price. And then I don't know what happened. I know a lot of people. I know the people who own this building aren't. They're from New York, I think. A lot of people from New York are coming to Connecticut, buying the properties up and fucking jacking the prices up like this is New York City. And then with the new data center over there, oh my God, man, people's rents are gonna double. Their fucking electricity bill is gonna double. Cops protect the elite. The police don't protect and serve communities. They harass and terrorize. And they're not there to protect no one. That's the excuse. They always use safety as the loophole. You might get a cop once in a while, yeah. Look at when these alleged incidents happened in these schools. They were all pussy. None of them wanted to go in to do anything. They're fucking soft. But they'll beat your grandmother up. You know how many videos I seen of police slamming an old lady on her shoulder and broke it? One lady had dementia at Walmart, and they said she was stealing, and the cop fucking slammed her on her face. Like, yo, these cops are soft, man. Like, who beats an old person up like that? And they don't stop there. They'll slam your 12-year-old child on their fucking face for walking in the street. How about the guy in, I think it was Colorado? The police were having a shootout with some guy. I forgot how it went, but either way, the guy saved the cops. He shot the fucking guy with his handgun. The guy had a rifle style gun. He shot the dude. I think he killed him. He walked up to take the rifle from next to him just in case he was still alive, and the cop shot and killed him just because he picked the rifle up to move it. The cop shot the fucking very guy who just saved him. Like, time and time again, leave it up to the thin blue swine to fuck everything up. And wait till AI starts being used. I've already heard 3 stories of AI police accusing people. That one lady did. Damn, that old lady, she did. How many days was it? Fuck. I can't remember. I think it was 6 months. Let me think. It was maybe 4 to 6 months she did for nothing. She didn't even do the crime. And when you look at the lady, they look a little similar, but you could tell they're not the same people. And yeah. You know, when you go to prison, they take your dentures. So they took her dentures. You know, they feed you shit food, especially in county. When you go up the way to a prison, the food's a little better. But county, it's terrible. You don't know who's serving your food. They could take a dump in that shit. But yeah, she lost her house. I gotta look at this other incident Brian was talking about where some guy was running from the police, right? And he barricaded himself in some lady's home. She was on vacation. And they were pleading with the guy to come out the house. He wouldn't come out, so they pulled up in one of them armored trucks. And they started poking holes through the wall of her house. They were shooting tear gas in her house. They were breaking the windows. And they literally fucked her house up. They were putting holes with the tank truck. Fucked her home up. Didn't pay shit. Didn't even help her. Her entire house was fucking trashed. Holes all in the house from the armored truck. Tear gas ruined all her shit. Flash bangs blowing up in her house. I mean, her house was annihilated because of that truck. And the cops didn't, the police, the city, nothing. They left her for dead. Imagine that. You go on vacation and you come home and the police destroyed your fucking house. Everything inside's fucked up. They done tear gas and flash grenades and poking holes through the wall of your house and breaking your windows out. That was crazy shit, man. They didn't even pay for it. What's that? I get amped up, yo, because I can't stand fucking cops. When I see a cop, I just want to drop kick him in his fucking face. That's how I feel when I see him. Straight up. Yeah, I got this instrumental. I'm gonna put my verse down. I think I'm gonna write a track. Well, I already got a bunch of shit written down. I just got to start laying down these verses. I got so many fucking verses written down. It's unbelievable. Man, it's wild. Like, if people would have seen the video, this cop, it was in Nevada, of like suspicion's becoming a new crime. Man. That shit's dangerous, man. Like, cops can make something up and be like, well, I don't know what you're gonna do. You know, you could go down the street and fucking steal a bike. I don't know. I need your ID. You look suspicious. Hey, Hurricane, you look suspicious. Whee! I had this one cop that used to always, back in the days, they were able to stop and search you. And I had gotten arrested so many times for marijuana. This cop always see me and be like, Mr. Waz. I'm like, fuck. Not Morales. I forgot his name. Some white dude, man. So long ago, I can't remember, but I hated that motherfucker. One time he got me at the gas station. He pulled over. He seen me in the car with my friend. We're going up West Main right here, and he pulled us over at the gas station up the street. Yo, he was searching me over and over in front of everybody in the gas station. He just couldn't get over that I didn't have any weed at the time. And he kept searching me and searching me, embarrassing me in front of all these people. Fucking hate cops. Fucking scumbaggies. What do you think about that Trump incident, Hurricane? That shit was fake as hell. And then they showed Erica, what's her name? Charlie Kirk's wife. I ain't even gonna get into that bullshit. Mr. Iron Neck. His neck could stop a bullet in one bound, one leap. It's fucking insane, man. Just like Trump. Yeah, Erica, yeah. You know, how many times has this happened to Trump? I think this is number 5, yo. Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what's crazy? I watched this interview with Sergeant Nicholas Irving. He was a Army Ranger in the military, and he served, I think, 8 or 10 years, and probably more than that. I forgot how many deployments he did. But he was a sniper, and you know, they were asking him questions about, you know, the president and how good they combed the area and everything. He's like, you couldn't get 2 miles near the president. He's like, they lock shit down so good, you ain't getting nowhere near the president. You know, they fine comb everything, buildings, you name it, man. They got it all locked down. Because they were asking him about Pennsylvania. And you mean to tell me someone got in that building? Like, you got to be fucking kidding me. They have that building locked down. You probably couldn't bring a pencil in that motherfucker. and some guy got in there with a shotgun, a handgun, and a bunch of knives? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, if people believe that, man, there's something fucking wrong with people. They'll believe anything. And it just so happens, too, again, just like the Pennsylvania incident, all the camera people are in the perfect place to get these perfect pictures. It always happens like that. There's always camera people. Same thing with the Kirk. There's always these camera people around getting these perfect pictures all the time. It's a fucking joke, man. The world stage. It's all a fantasy. I'm surprised they didn't say the guy had a rifle and a bazooka with 60 grenades and a tank. Peace to everyone in the chat, man. I know I be ranting on, but I try to make shit funny too, because it's so ridiculous, man. Just like the Artemis mission. They're ready to do an Artemis 3 mission. I can't wait for that. Oh, I can't wait. It's so comical, all this shit. Like, Trump's so desperate for attention. Like, he's got to do all these distractions, yo, because he's such a piece of shit. You know, he lied to everybody, and I knew it was going to happen. America first. Get the fuck out of here. You're sucking Israel's dick. Yeah, you're draining the swamp, all right. You're draining Netanyahu's fucking dick. That's what you're doing. You're draining all that nut out of his fucking schmeal. It's a fucking joke, man. And then he's like, I'm going to bring the prices down. Yeah, okay, sure. He was talking shit about Iran blocking the fucking thing over there. Now the U.S. is blocking it and won't let nothing go through. Fucking what the fuck? Talking shit about people are going to be struggling because they're blocking the Strait of, what is it, Hormuz or whatever. And now they're blocking it and not letting none through. So, like I said yesterday, the prices of fucking everything is going up overnight. The guy that worked in produce said boxes of vegetables went from 20 to 50 bucks in one night. So expect the prices to go through the fucking roof thanks to fucking Trump and his fucking minions. You know, if they were truly about the people, they would have opened the strait up and let all these ships go through. But instead, Trump and his minions are stealing ships from Iran, the oil ships. That's what it's all about. It's robbing countries for their fucking oil and shit. So who's the real terrorist? Is it Iran or is it the U.S. that's stealing oil from Iran? Who's the real terrorist, man? That's how I see it. It's not about... The U.S. don't give a fuck about the Iranian people because Trump is ready to bomb all these innocent people. Like who in their right mind would stand there and be like, yeah, keep bombing us. Yeah, we want you. I didn't believe that for a second. People believe that shit. Like the Iranian people are standing there, yeah, keep bombing us, yeah. It's fucking... I feel bad for the Iranian people, man. The Middle East, man, they just can't stop fucking killing those people over there. That's one thing that sucks being American, man. It's because all the fucking dirt the military has done to people. It took me all these years to find out that I'm surrounded by an awful amount of retarded individuals. Not really all this war and bullshit is because of the stupid... Hold up. It's because of the stupid files. There was no need to go on file for oil or any. Yeah. I think all these distractions are because they want people to stop thinking about. They're pedophiles, man. All of them. They should all be taken to court and fucking held accountable. But America's so divided. You know, we should been came together. It don't matter. I tell people all the time, it don't matter your religion. It don't matter your fucking race. It don't matter if you're rich or poor. When it comes down to flock and flock cameras and all this prison they want to build, it's gonna fuck us all over. It ain't gonna matter your race, religion, creed, fucking whatever, your political views. People don't get it, man. Yeah, we have our own oil too. That's another thing. America depends too much on other countries for goods. In the 90s, we were producing all our own stuff. And then all of a sudden, all these factories got up and left America. And I'm like, what the fuck? And we start depending on China and all this other bullshit. America was self-sustaining in the 90s. Shit was booming. We were self-sustaining country pretty much. And I don't know what happened all of a sudden. Who knows? You know, who knows if the Iranian leaders are cool with Trump and they're part of this distraction. I don't know. But I know it's a distraction because it's funny those files came out and people were like, Trump's on those files, especially what's his name from Tesla? I always forget his name. Elon Musk. And he came out and said that shit because Trump shit on him. And he took that tweet down too at that. I don't know who made him take it down, but he took it down quick when he said, you don't want to put the files out because you're on them. And he says, have a good time, DJT. Yeah, that got taken down quick, but Trump's definitely on those files. And the sad part is, I guarantee you there's judges, prosecutors, sheriffs, police department. I bet you the police departments are in on it. Like, look at those movies when they're kidnapping all these girls and shit and children. I forgot what movie it was. and the girls escaped. And they went to the police, and the police took them and brought them right back. I guarantee you, man, look. I could guarantee you, because I know people in the streets that police deal drugs. The police, they're drug dealers. They'll confiscate drugs from one person and go sell them to another. Cops are paid off. Listen, I know people in the streets. They pay cops off. Cops are just as fucking grimy as the politicians. Politicians are the biggest fucking drug dealers. Look at JP Morgan ships. How many JP Morgan ships got caught with loads of cocaine and heroin? That wasn't by accident. These politicians are the biggest fucking cokeheads too. What's that dude from the FBI, man? The one that said he'll see Kirk in Valhalla. What was that dude's name? From the FBI. He's always coked out. His jaw moving a mile a minute. You know, it's up to us to clean house with these politicians. This is our country. But I don't know, man. People just are so comfortable. Yeah, Cash Patel. Yeah, he's the biggest fucking crackhead ever. People, I get it. People party and stuff, whatever. But in positions like that, you're high as fuck on the job and all that. I mean, come on, man. These are the people that are supposed to. I think that's the biggest mistake, man, of this country is we let these pieces of shit represent our country, man. The government isn't supposed to control us. They're supposed to just represent our country, and yet we gave them an inch and they took 16 million miles. Like, who said they could put plate scanning technology all over the place? They never asked us. They just put that shit up. Then they say, oh, it's for your safety. We got to catch criminals. No, the only criminals that should be caught is them. I know people get mad that I'm always talking shit and complaining or whatever people want to say, but nothing's going to change unless we fucking do it. I don't know how many times I got to say it. It's not going to magically disappear. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. From 2020 till now, it has gotten... The only thing is more people are getting sick and tired. But other than that, things have gotten worse and worse and worse. And the super ultimate checkmate is going to be digital money when the dollar crashes. And I was hoping we could fucking nip it in the bud before then. Because cash in hand's the best plan. Fuck all that digital shit. I like cash in my pocket. I like going to stores and spending my cash. And motherfuckers ain't tracking everything I buy and where I go. Stockholm Syndrome's like quicksand, yeah. Sometimes I wonder, like, even people that come here, they know what's up, man. People that come to my channel. But sometimes I sit here and I think, how the fuck do I see through all this? And other people don't. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. I started thinking that. I was like, maybe I'm losing my mind, man. Maybe I'm not the normal one. Like, people just don't... how many people, like... I used to think some people were intelligent, and then, like, even the Pennsylvania incident, I remember there's a couple rappers like Tom McDonald and Adam Calhoun. When that shit happened, it wasn't even an hour or two after it happened. They're already, like, sucking Trump's dick. And I'm like, damn, they didn't even take time to think about anything. People are just quick to jump up and clap like seals and just back. I wonder how these people truly think now that Trump's a fucking chomo, fucking that phone call they caught him saying he grabs chicks, he just grabs them by their chochito. Like, you got to be a real scumbag to talk like that. Like, whatever, it's all right if you get freaky with your wife and shit, and whatever people do in the bedroom's their own, but it's supposed to be a man of integrity, somebody that represents a country. I can only imagine the things these people do behind closed doors. Clinton, I've heard disgusting stories about her. All these people committed treason. Clintons, especially the woman. Obama, Biden, Trump. Who am I missing here? Oh, George Bush, that piece of shit. You know, him and Israel are the reasons 9/11 happened. There was no fucking planes. I remember when that shit happened, man. I was woken up by my roommate, I think, or my neighbor. I was working third shift at Target, and they came in my room, blasting through my door. Yo, get up, we're under attack. I'm like, what? And I remember watching it. In the video I got, the firemen, I remember they were interviewing them, and they're like, explosions were going off. There was no airplanes. Them shit was added in. But anyway. So yeah, you got even George Bush Sr. Fuck. Reagan. Probably Reagan too. JFK. People say he was innocent, but how does anyone know that? He's probably still alive. That shooting is probably a crock of shit. Just like a lot of other things are fake. You know, I wouldn't put it past them. If 9/11 was an inside job, you know, my whole thing with this Trump is what's going to come of it? Why are they doing this? That's my question. Is it for a distraction from the files, or are they going to implement law in place? I don't know. Jay Hines says, I generally think we live in a limbo, and this is where we pay for whatever we did in the past. I used to joke around. The time I crashed my car and died, I used to joke around and say, damn, God don't even want me, sent me back. And this is before I lost my mother. This is before, you know, my uncle died. My mother and my uncle died in a week of each other. Then I had to watch my grandfather die. Then I lost numerous friends I grew up with. And I'm like, damn, you know, what's my purpose here? To just suffer and watch all this and have all this pain and fucking suffering. And then I don't think like that no more. I look at it like it made me way stronger to go through everything I went through. I don't think everyone could go through what I went through. And I'm not saying other people probably had it way worse than me. I'm just saying, you know, I'm talking for me, myself. Because there is people in this world that had it way worse than me. Like living in the Middle East when your fucking houses are bombed and you lose your whole family that way. And you live in a fucking war zone. That's a million times worse than my life. Hell yeah. When we were born, that was when the clock started ticking to die. As soon as we're born, we're already dying. Time's running out. But I think the government has tech that slows down aging. These oscillators. I think they do have technology that slows down aging for sure. Now, why were these people living 300 years? How come people in some of these islands live to be 130 years old, 140? Yeah, those mushrooms are very good for the body. I remember the first time I ever took, I think I took a quarter, and it was the funnest time I ever had, man. I laughed my ass off. I tripped pretty good, but the next day, I felt rejuvenated. I'll never forget the first time I took shrooms. I felt it in my spine. I felt it like shoot up my spine into my head. And but I swear, man, after I took them, I could think clearer. My brain felt less foggy. I just felt rejuvenated. It was crazy. But I have yet to find them. I can't find no fucking shrooms. I've been trying to find them for a while. It's so fucking difficult, man. Every time I found them in the past, it's been so long since I've done them, man. At least 25 years. I had fell upon them by accident. You know, someone came to me with them. I know there's a website that someone hooked me up with to order them. I think I might order them. They're these candy bar ones that are pretty strong. And Kimba told me a website that has them. I think I'm going to order a couple candy bars and try it. Fuck it. Take a trip to the moon. I'm definitely not retarded, but sometimes I think I'm the crazy one. I was telling Max yesterday, I lost friends over speaking out, and like a lot of my friends would be like, "You're losing your mind, Chuck, man. You think the world's out to get you," and I've had people tell me that, and fucking even in 2020, I was trying to tell my friends, don't get that fucking jab and just many other things through life. Most people don't care, and that's the problem. I was reading that wrong. Well, the reason I say that is because 10, when you said 10, I was like, oh no, N. In 2011, something happened. When I woke up, everything was different to me, even my family. I am still investigating this shit. When I got in my car accident and I died and came back, I felt as though everything was different. I felt as though something was off. But I never spoke about it. These things I speak about now, I haven't spoke about it since it happened. I never talked to none of my friends about what happened when I died and what I seen, and because people wouldn't understand me. I felt like my friends would be like, "You're fucking crazy, man." And I never talked to nobody. I always kept it to myself. Because I really can't explain what happened. It was the weirdest experience, man. Yeah, I feel that way too, Jay Height. And I've through my experience in life, I feel as though people don't see things the way I do, and people can't relate to me. I'm pretty much a loner myself for the last 15 years. And I've learned too that not everyone, I'm very careful who I surround myself with. Awareness can be a curse. It could. I don't want to say a curse, but it could be detrimental if people can't handle it. In the beginning, when I first started seeing things for what it is, I used to get depressed and have a lot of anger, but I feel as though I had to go through that. I've grown out of that. I don't get depressed or I get a little angry and frustrated, but I don't get depressed, or I'm even starting to not even get angry anymore. I pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. I can't think of a word. Humanity's on the cutting edge of insanity. Yeah. No. As a matter of fact, humanity's on the cutting edge of being zombified, numb, desensitized. People don't even... people got a lot of things backwards. Like I always say, if their sports team loses in the Super Bowl, they'll burn fucking cars, flip them. But when they put flock cameras up and they're building a digital prison for us and nobody really says anything, you know, we have our little 5% that speak out and know it's the deal. But the rest, the other 85% are fucking... they're just numb. You know, even when I try to speak to people, they look at me and it's just in their eyes, man. They just look... I don't even know what to say, man. Like hypnotized. They're fucking just gone. What's up, Candy? Hey, I'm very selective too. I don't really hang around. That didn't sound right. I don't know why I said hang around. I don't even know why we use that term. Hang around. That's not good. But I don't really chill ever anymore. A lot of the people that I used to chill with are dead. I just found out another one of my friends passed away, but he was older, man. He was in the 70s. I had met him through... and that's another thing. He's on the oxygen tank, right? And he took Jabuski. I told him not to, and he's like, but I took it, I'm fine. Yeah, well, his health went down the shitter ever since he did get it. And he was on the oxygen machine, too. I just found out he passed away the other night. He was in one of those homes, I guess, the hospital put you in. But, yeah, there's something up with these oxygen tanks they give people. I don't know if there's oxygen in them. There's something up with them because people end up dying. They end up stop breathing. That's what happened to my roommate and this guy. They both stopped breathing and died. Something is up with these machines. I got the tanks in the other room, and I feel like... I don't know. There's something up with that shit, man. Even, remember in 2020, people are in the hospital on those oxygen machines and they stop breathing too? Something ain't right, man. Something's up with this shit. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I feel like losing people made me even stronger. Sometimes I think I had to go through this to become the person I am now. Damn, somebody slammed the door. She was crying about a bag of chips, and then I heard the door slam. What the fuck? That's the worst thing in life to me, is losing family and friends. Especially at a young age. Especially people who lose their parents at a young age. Because, you know, especially people that like lose family members of cancer or something, when that shouldn't even happen. You know what I mean? People shouldn't get sick off of fucking products or drinking water or food. Like we shouldn't have to go through that. And we do, because there's sinister fucking people out there. And in my opinion, I think it's up to us to nip that shit in the bud. You know? Back in the days when people would poison the stream, they would go upstream and they would put poison in it so the people downstream would get sick. Those people didn't play games when they found out. They eradicated all those motherfuckers quick. But when it happens to us, we're just like, whatever. I gotta go to work tomorrow. 53 is fucking super young. Like, I didn't even know my mother used to tell me that my grandmother passed away and my mother was 11 years old, but I didn't realize my grandmother was 38. Yo, that is fucking insane. That's so young. Like, my friend Jeff O'Neill was in his 30s. He was such a good brother, man. He was a hard worker. He was a good person. He died in a car accident. That shit crushed his mother and his father. I can't imagine, man. No parent should lose their child at such a young age. You know, especially nowadays with all these stupid fucking drill rap music. And they're constantly dissing each other and killing each other. It's just fucking dumb. Motherfuckers are gun each other down, but when the police comes and beat the shit out of your mother, no one does nothing. That's how fucking backwards we are as people. Anyway, 57's young. It might not sound young, but that's young, man. You know, my mother was 42. My uncle was 48. My grandfather was 81. And then when I found out people live to be 120 in fucking Asia, in South America, where they eat healthy and there's no fucking pesticides all in their fucking fruits. Like here in America, you know, here in America, motherfuckers buy the farmland up and put data centers. That's how dumb we are in America, that we let these people do that shit. Before you know it, we won't have no farmland. There'll be all data centers there. I would hate to see this world in another 10 to 20 years. It's going to be fucking... what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be a cesspool of fucking trash. These data centers are going to poison all the drinking water. 300,000 gallons each data center uses. And when it uses it to cool it, it pushes out metals and all sorts of poisons. I mean, we're fucked. And that ain't counting all the frequencies it's pushing out into the air and into neighborhoods. And then the last 10 years of chemtrailing, all the heavy metals that went to our soils. Oh my God, man. Like, anyone ever noticed the trees in the summertime don't get fully dark green some places? They be like kind of like doo-doo brown tinted. It's crazy shit, man. What's up, homies? But yeah, I ain't gonna keep complaining. Yeah, I forgot that guy's name that I watch. I think it's They Live. I like his videos, man. When I heard about the Trump incident, I knew he was gonna jump on it and break it down. I think his name and channel is They Live Truth or something. Like, I don't watch many channels, man. I watch like Candy's videos, Hurricane, Brian's channels, Bro Sanchez. Those are like the channels I'm really dedicated to. I'm trying to think of a few others. That guy, They Live Truth, him. Sometimes I watch Static in the Attic. And probably a few others I can't think of right off the bat, but oh shit. No, I didn't watch it. I will today though. Fuck. I fucking forgot about it yesterday. God dang it. I'll definitely watch it when I get off of here in a little bit. I'm gonna jump off here in a minute. Probably at 3 hours. This place could be such a beautiful paradise, man. Like, as much as I look at it in a negative light, I also think sometimes when I'm by myself or I'm in the morning time when the sun's coming up, I sun gaze, and I'd be like, man, this place could be such a fucking paradise. You know, all the beautiful animals and birds. Except for mosquitoes. Those are like vampires. Some of these insects are bugged out, but yeah, this place could be a paradise for sure. Instead of killing animals in a slaughterhouse, like, people really think God put animals here for us to eat them. That's bugged out, man. That is bugged out. Some lady was interviewing people, and people were saying, I'll definitely let you know what I think, Candy. If people were saying God put animals here for us to eat them, and I don't think that's true at all. Some guy was explaining too about lobsters. He goes, lobsters are bottom feeders, which is true. They eat the trash at the bottom of the ocean. But he said, imagine all the chemicals, because the government's known for dumping chemicals in the oceans in those barrels. Who knows what's in those barrels. And when they break open, guess who's going to eat them? The shrimp, the fucking lobsters. This guy was saying lobsters are filled with mercury and all sorts of metals. And I was like, man, I don't eat lobster like that either. I don't remember the last time I've had lobster. I've eaten it before, but no. I like fish too, but I got to go deep sea fishing again, man, to catch a bunch of fish. Oh, you having a heart attack? I remember in school we used to do the national anthem in the morning. And then at one point it stopped. I don't remember what grade we were in. We didn't do it no more. All because there were people that were Muslim. It started, and they were against doing the national anthem or a certain people's religion. Like, if you go to any other country, people ain't gonna stop doing what they do. You know, only in America, motherfuckers be like. But anyway, to be honest, I really didn't care about that myself. Because in the end, you know, I wonder when soldiers are going to wake up and realize they're not fighting for no one's freedom. They're fighting for politicians, for thugs. That's what politicians are, thugs that steal and rob people in their other lands. Like Netanyahu and Trump and all the American presidents are thugs that fucking kill innocent people, and the military does their bidding for them. I couldn't sleep at night if I was a military guy killing for some politician, you know, bombing women and children. I don't even know how they could say they fought for our freedom, because they know they're lying to themselves. No wonder they can't sleep at night, soldiers. They know that they fucked up and they're killing for politicians. Some seem to be okay with it, and they love it. They're proud of it. But I used to be heavy and loving the military because my grandpa's there. I was going to join the Marines. Growing up, I wanted to be in the Marines and all that. Then 9/11 happened, and recruiters were walking around, and I remember this black sergeant came up to me from the Marines, and he started talking to me, and what saved me was my criminal record, and I was on fucking probation at the time. That saved me, man, because within a year after that incident with the recruiters, I realized 9/11 was an inside job, and I said, man, thank God I was on probation. Fuck that shit. Yeah, ventilators, those things. Damn, that's crazy, Jay Hyan. Wow. Fucking. Damn, that's crazy you say that, man. Because my roommate was on a ventilator. I know the hospital killed my roommate for the fact that I'm just going to say this. My roommate was set to come home. I remember the hospital called and said, boom, boom, boom. And at 3 a.m. that night, the hospital was blowing my phone up. Then in the morning, they called and I picked up and they said that my roommate stopped breathing, blah, blah, blah. And they brought my roommate back. And again, the following night, again, at what time? 3 a.m. I shit you not. 2 nights in a row at 3 a.m. What the fuck are they doing at 3 a.m. in the hospital? How is my roommate fine, set to come home, and then at 3 a.m. my roommate stopped breathing? 2 nights in a row. back to back at 3 a.m. What nurse is working at 3 a.m.? What's the chances of that, man? You know, I think about these things. Like, that hospital is known, too, for killing people, man. Because there's a lot of students in there, and they're training them. And they just fuck people up. Yeah, I know that's the witching hour. I was thinking that too, Candy, man. That was in my mind. Like, you know how evil some of these doctors are, and who knows what they indulge in, man. Especially doctors that do that kill babies. You know, those are scumbags. Imagine being a doctor and women come in for what is it? Abortions. You got to be one piece of shit to do abortions, yo. You got to be a piece of fucking garbage. Yeah, I hate hospitals, man. I remember I had a surgery when I was 11, and I swear to God, man, when they were putting me under to do a hernia operation, yo, it sounded like demons laughing. I never told my mother anything. Man, I'll never forget that shit. To this day, I just think about it and I could hear the way the demons are sounding laughing. I swear to God, man, my mother's grave. Oh, man. Yeah, hospitals are terrible. Hospice, hospital, it's all the same. Doctors are like fucking crooked mechanics. That's how I see it. Anyway. Who the fuck is this Martian me anyway? I don't even know who this is. Probably another person that goes to panels just talking shit. I don't even know who that is. There's a lot of people like that. They just go to panels just to fucking spew out their ass. Which is fine. People see things the way they see it. But every time that person is coming here, they got something negative to say about what we talk about. I've noticed that. That's fucking hilarious. Truth or pandas are a cult. That's funny. Yeah, there are some doctors that care, but that's like one in a few. Just like, I'm talking about a hospital that none of you ever been to. I've had experiences in these hospitals. They've operated on my mother and killed her, and plenty of other people. They have so many lawsuits in this hospital for killing people. It's unbelievable. So I know what I'm talking about because I live here. It's a hospital where they train people, and they always fuck up on people all the time. That's why they got so many lawsuits. That's why they changed their name like 7 times. Because they've been sued to oblivion over and over and over for wrongful deaths. Oh, that's Bex. Okay. Mischanged her name 700 times. But I'm about to dip out of here, man. I've been here, 3 hours? I think that's good enough. Yeah, you're right. They do have to follow protocol. The Hippocratic Oath. The hypocrite oath. Just like cops, just like politicians, they all follow protocol. And if it comes down to you or them, you don't matter. No wonder I don't know who Martian Me is, because people change their names over and over and over. They can't. People come in here with fucking fake names and fake pictures. Like, you don't know who's who. I've always had the same name, the same picture wherever I go. I don't change my account 900 times. I don't hide myself. Like, I don't know why people do that, man. All right, I'll call you, Renegade. You do force good doctors out. Just like there is good cops that get forced out too, that want to do the right thing, but they're outnumbered by fucking scumbags. I'm pretty sure there's good politicians that want to do a good job too, and they get forced out because they're outnumbered by scumbags. It's just the world we live in right now, and it sucks. It would be nice if this world could be, like I said, man, this world could be a paradise. There's so much beauty in it. It seems like from the 90s till now, this world has gotten so corrupt, so evil. We're outnumbered by evil, corrupt, disgusting people, man. But I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I really do appreciate everyone. Thanks to all my new subscribers. I get a lot of new subscribers, but I really don't see them come through, man. It'd be nice to have some new people coming too, man. But I appreciate everyone. I hope everyone has a good day. And yeah, that's what they did with my mother, man. That was my first experience, is they pushed chemical treatments on my mother. Fucking I'll never forget. My mother didn't even look sick with cancer. And then they were pushing chemotherapy on my mother. And the chemo destroyed, I swear, within, first my mother did an operation. They said, my mother told me there's a 90% chance they wouldn't be able to get the cancer, but they kept pushing the operation, pushing, because they just wanted, my mother's on state, so they just wanted that money, pushing. My mother died twice on the table. They brought her back. When they operated, the cancer spread everywhere. Then they pushed the chemo, and that destroyed my mother. The chemo just ate my mother alive. She went from looking like a human being to a fucking skeleton within months. My friend Robin that just passed away from lung cancer, same thing. Her sons were telling me it happened so quick. The chemo, it eats you up. It excites the cancer cells and spreads them. Chemo is fucking poison. I ain't no doctor and I ain't giving medical advice, but that's through my experience. Everyone that I've known that did chemo ain't here no more. So that's that. And yeah, they do push chemicals. Through my experience with doctors, they try to put me on all these medications, mirtazapine, this and that. It's all chemical garbage. But yeah, peace out, everyone, man. I hope you have a great day. And I'll see y'all next time, man. Maybe tomorrow I'll do a live stream with no complaining. I got to think of some positivity. What's positive in the world anymore? I don't know. I got to do something positive. I'm going to do a live stream on solutions, man. What solutions? We need solutions. But yeah, man. I hope y'all have a great day. Yeah, cancer, I think, is parasites. That's just my opinion. A lot. Like, I found out even, like, liver failure is parasites. Like, so much shit is parasites. I got to get me some cleansing stuff, man. I want to do it just cause. Like, who knows what's in the food anymore? Like, I don't know, man. I just want to do a parasite cleanse, a real good one that'll kill all of them. I think when I get paid Friday, I'm going to buy me some parasite cleansing. I see this shit on YouTube, man. It's like, but I don't want to waste my money, man. It's the only thing. I want to get something that's going to truly work. I don't want to waste my fucking money. And that's my only issue. That's why I ask people what is good to cleanse with parasites, but I have not gotten any good answers. No one has ever said anything to me. So if anyone knows, man, let me know in the comments or something. Dandelions? I ain't gonna lie, Renegade, I ate some dandelions the other day. I picked them off the ground and I ate them. I seen something about them. Hold on, where's this piece of paper? I wrote it down. This plant called plantain, wild violet, dandelions, and sow thistle. I'm learning about this shit. These people call them weeds, but this shit is very good for you. Sow thistle, dandelion, wild violet, and plantain. I'm gonna start looking for. I gotta learn what these plants look like, and I'm gonna start looking for them and eating them and washing them. Fuck it. I learned that from this guy from down south, man, in the YouTube channel. The rots are great. All right, I'm out of here, everyone, man. Have a great day. I'll see you in the morning.